a little cooler than most people. I have this logo up here at the top. Pretty cool, huh? It's the subliminalscience.com logo. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to start giving you some high quality info. And one of the things I'm going to share with you today is what I've been working on today. And that is information about the efficacy, or does are hypnosis recordings as effective as hypnosis sessions that are done in person? Believe it or not, there's actually a bunch of research on it. So a couple of years back, I decided to share my secrets of making passive income selling hypnosis CDs and MP3s on iTunes, Amazon, and the web. I don't know if you've ever looked for hypnosis recordings in any of those places, but if you did, you very well may have found my recordings. And I see a lot of other hypnotists have also made hypnosis recordings. And one of the questions I think in the back of our mind as we do this is a recording actually as good as a session in the office? The answer to that is they're different than a session in the office. But the research that I've discovered, there are actually peer-reviewed journals that have actually studied the efficacy of hypnosis recordings, actually show that they are highly effective. And in some cases, they're actually even more effective than live hypnosis sessions. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. I know you probably want a copy of the PDF that I have created. I'm going to share this PDF with you. But if you want a copy of it, there's a link in the little description right above. And if you just tell me where to email it, I will send you an email right now that has the PDF. I've actually set it up so it's automated. And bam, tell me where to send it, check your email, and you'll have your very own copy of this PDF. And this PDF actually shows the research. It answers the question, do hypnosis audio recordings actually work? So if you're making hypnosis recordings or you're thinking about making hypnosis recordings, the good news is you can do that with confidence. Now, there are some advantages, of course, to live sessions. I can tailor my suggestions to an individual's unique, specific needs. There's not a duration or a time limit in a live hypnosis session. In a live hypnosis session, I can get some background information and other things as well. But really, hypnosis is effective not because of the therapeutic technique that we use. It's actually effective because hypnosis is a decision or a commitment or a ritual that a person has engaged in to mark the beginning of the change that they have already agreed to. I mean, that's really what a good pre-talk is all about. And when people buy hypnosis recordings, when they plunk down money for those hypnosis recordings, they've actually made a contract with themselves that they're going to make some change. And so the process itself lends itself to helping people make changes. But let's talk about what the research says. Imagine this is a boxing match, hypnosis recordings versus live recordings. On the one corner we have live hypnosis sessions. They can be personalized. In the other corner we have hypnosis recordings, and they're very, very inexpensive, $5, $10, free on YouTube, $25, $35. The highest I ever see them is $79 or $89. Probably the same type of recording you can buy for $4.95. In fact, over on subliminalscience.com, I have a whole bunch of recordings. There's a little section over here in the menu titled under products. I can't find it over here, but it's on here somewhere, and it's simply hypnosis recordings that people have, or hypnosis recordings that I've made, and they're $4.95. On one corner we have live hypnosis sessions. Well, I get to meet with somebody who actually cares about me. On the other side, recorded hypnosis sessions, I don't have to drive across town and leave my house or meet with anybody. I can make a change at 3 o'clock in the morning with hypnosis recording. So there's some advantages and disadvantages. The answer is probably neither are better or worse than the others. But it's important for us to note that the research shows that hypnosis recordings actually work. So let's take a look at the research. 5 articles from peer-reviewed journals. By the way, there are over 12,000 peer-reviewed journals showing the efficacy of hypnosis. And some of those have studied audio recordings. So this is from the European Journal of Pain. And what they did was they actually gave people 2 live training sessions on how to do self-hypnosis, and then gave them audio recordings. And the findings indicate that 2 sessions of self-hypnosis training with audio recordings for home practice may be as effective as 8 sessions of hypnosis treatment. It's pretty remarkable. In the Journal of Complementary Therapies in Clinical Practice, By the way, I always get so irritated when people say that hypnosis is a complementary alternative therapy. The reason why is the research. At HypnoThoughts this year, I gave out a book. It had 101 research citations showing that hypnosis is actually effective. Hypnosis is, I gave out bookmarks too, by the way. So if you ever come to my live classes, I'll give you one of my bookmarks. And I put one of my quotes on here. Let the research speak for itself. Hypnosis is not a complementary and alternative therapy. It's a proven first choice intervention. So come to any of my live trainings. I'll give you a free bookmark. Heck, I'll even give you a copy of my book for free. By the way, lots of great trainings coming up. I'm doing another masterclass here in November. So if you're interested in meeting with me with a group of no more than 12 professionals, just let me know. I'd love to have you in Las Vegas at one of the master class trainings. These are trainings that you actually have a chance to get feedback about your hypnosis sessions. It's not just about me talking for 2 days or 3 days straight. It's about actually doing the work and getting feedback so that you can improve. But in the Journal of Complementary Therapies and Clinical Practice, a pilot study provided support that brief, self-administered CD hypnosis stress reduction programs could actually modify a physiological measure of inflammation and improve coping and resilience in the face of work and life stress. Again, if hypnosis recordings can improve the quality of a person's life, we should be making hypnosis recordings. And I created an awesome course that actually teaches people how to make passive income selling those recordings and helping people with those recordings. I want you to have the research, by the way, so there's a link right above in the description here. And if you just tell me where to email it, I will email this PDF to you right now. The third study, acute anxiety. This, by the way, is from the Journal of Contemporary Hypnosis, a peer-reviewed journal. Acute anxiety attacks was the subject, and the result was that participants showed significant improvement in both incidents of acute anxiety episodes and their emotional states. So if you want to help people to manage anxiety attacks, one of the ways we can do that is with self-hypnosis recordings. This was specifically focusing on anxiety in cancer patients, but I think the result across the board in any type of anxiety probably could be easily extrapolated. By the way, most of the clinical studies in hypnosis focus on medical issues. That's because there's a lot of money in medical research. So we have cancer, we have eating disorders, we have life stressors. This study that showed that self-hypnosis coupled with audio recordings was as effective as 8 sessions was done in a study of people with low back pain. But again, whether we're talking about peak performance, golf performance, academic performance, these things aren't often studied as often, but the same methods and the same impact can probably be, again, found. In patients with burn pain, again, in the Journal of Contemporary Hypnosis, there was a decrease in reported pain and anxiety, and the need for opioid medication for burn pain patients was cut in half when they used self-hypnosis recordings. So that's pretty cool. In the Australian Journal of Clinical Hypnotherapy and Hypnosis, back to the subject of insomnia. People often ask me, it's amazing to me, they say, can hypnosis help me with my sleep? Well, hypnos is the Greek word for sleep. You're at a computer right now, so go to Google and type in Hypnos, God of Sleep, and you'll even see the statue of Hypnos with a wing floating out of her head. So, of course, hypnosis is a great way to help people with insomnia. One of my most popular YouTube videos over the years has been a recording for insomnia that I made. And so you can just go to YouTube and you can type, well, let's do that. Let's go over here to YouTube and youtube.com. Let's type in Nongard insomnia. There we go. Here's my recording. It's called Virtual Sleeping Pill. I forgot the title of it. And let's see how many people have actually looked at this. I bet you it's been a huge number of people. 38,000 people have watched my Virtual Hypnosis Sleeping Pill. By the way, the comments in these are always, it's always hard to find the comments nowadays, but they're really positive. People say, thank you, I actually got a really good night of sleep. And the reason why is because the research actually shows that there's significant improvement in insomnia patients when we use recordings with metaphorical suggestions. So if you're interested in getting a copy of this research and actually having this in your hot little hands, I'm more than happy to send you an email that has the PDF so that you can download this and have access to it. Right in the description above is a link to this page here, and just tell me where you want me to email it to you, and I will email it to you right this very minute. Just put it in there and click the PDF, and bam, you'll have an email that has access to that PDF. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time sharing with you some of the research that I found on the efficacy of hypnosis recordings, and I want to encourage you to make hypnosis recordings that are powerful, that are productive, and help people, and you can have the confidence to do that because the research shows us that audio recordings actually work. I'm going to try to spend some time here on Facebook giving you some really useful information about hypnosis to help you build your practice, to build your confidence, and to master successful methods. So check the schedule. I'm still trying to figure it out. We're going to do something every Sunday night like we used to. The old Sunday Live, or Nongard TV, it was called in its first incarnation. And using these magnificent tools that Facebook gives us, there's lots of cool things that we can do over the next couple of weeks and over the next couple of months. So every Sunday night, join me, and we'll have a chance to actually practice and experience hypnosis, probably hear from a few guests. And then throughout the week, I'm going to provide hopefully information like this to you on a regular basis so that you can have the resources that will help you to actually excel in clinical hypnosis. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this was helpful to you. And let me know what you want to hear about, because I'm more than happy to make some recordings and some Facebook Live webcasts that actually help you have the tools to be successful. And again, if you want to copy this PDF, click the link above. I'll even put it in the comments down below when I'm done, and I'll email it right to you. So you have a happy day. It's been great having everybody here today, and enjoy the rest of your Labor Day holiday if you're in the USA, and if it's not a holiday in the country where you live, well, enjoy the rest of your day anyway.